I love my fucking bishop. I love him so much. I don't sound very orthodox. That's how you know a convert. Do they use the F word a lot? He said that he remembered me from last year. He said, "You're the comedian." Yeah, it's hard to forget me, man. I mean, whether you love me or you hate me, you're in awe of me or you're disgusted by me, I feel like I'm a pretty memorable person. And not just because of my anti-authority stance or because my fuck all swagger or the mere fact that I meow at everybody and everything. I didn't start doing that until like, I don't know, maybe a couple years ago. Somebody at work was like, "You know, that's really weird that you do that." I was like, "You know that this culture is like killing itself. You know, this culture is like totally absurd and ridiculous, and if you don't make fun of it, I feel like you're really missing out on all the fun, you know?" And she was like, "Yeah, you totally have a point there." So I think that everything that I do actually has some sort of, dare I say, divine purpose. I think that there's like a more like deep-seated reason why I say and do the things that I say and do. And it's really not just to be obstinate and weird and like upset people or piss them off. It's really to make people question things more. And if that's one thing that my country does not know how to do, it's definitely ask questions. Because, like, you just see that in every single group. You see that in every political party. You see that in... Oh shit, I just ran over something. It was that thing. Hold on, let me back up. Success. Yeah, but you see that. Wherever there's like a large group of people, most of them are usually sheep that don't question anything, okay? You might have like one or two people in every single group that is like a conscious person that is aware of themselves and they're aware of their surroundings and they're aware of the fact that most people aren't aware. And that's so depressing. I don't think that I'm wrong to be sad or to be pissy or annoyed. But like what I do next, I think is what determines like whether or not I have a spiritual state of mind. So when I get angry, when I get really depressed, when I get aggravated with different things or different people, how do I respond to that? You know? Is it a response or is it a reaction? Well, I think that social media has basically taught everybody to react in the lamest way imaginable, online, right? So typing words online, that's the way that people react. But it's not very constructive, and it doesn't seem to take them to a better place. It would be one thing if it was like a release that had, you know, a good outcome. But it just seems like people don't even care if what they're doing makes any sense. They don't care if what they're doing has positive results, which is just, that's a reason right there to be depressed about the world that you live in. But, you know, when you get so down on the world, you really forget all the good things that are still here. You forget that there are still good people doing good things. You forget that you can still, you know, breathe outside, you know, some of the time, when they're not like purposely setting fires and causing massive amounts of pollution that they can blame on, you know, mass consumerism. No, I'm sure that mass consumerism does have a lot to do with it, but, you know, I feel like we as a whole are always going to use products that are bad. We're always going to be making decisions that aren't good for ourselves and the world and the environment that we live in, you know? Like, that's not going to stop. And if there's anybody that's not going to stop it, it's the government.